Welcome to the HR Happy Hour work break. You're here with Trish and Steve. Hey, Steve Bose.
Hey, Trish, how are you?
You always laugh at me. Why is that?
No, here's what I just laughed because I got distracted because I've got the laptop monitor deal going on. So this is
Right?
doing this call in my laptop, trying to look straight ahead. The other monitor was up here, and the tab on my browser was open to Twitter, right? And when you just went live, well, my Twitter feed there just updated with your Trish's live on Twitter tweet.
Oh, no.
So at the very same time I'm looking at you, we're saying, hey, we're live. How you doing? I see the both of us over here. Like,
do you really?
I just
funny.
quickly clicked away from it because that would have been too weird and distracting. And I don't know. Like,
That's funny. I forgot.
so.
Here, I'm sitting here looking at it. I look like I'm a ghost. I'm going to turn on my light just because, it's live. We might as well. Like,
Yeah,
why not have some lights on?
Here.
There we go.
Good.
There we go.
So that how you're doing question that I was at a concert recently, and Jethro Tull concert, and and it, like a lot of concerts singers will do, right? They'll do, hey, Kansas City, how are you? How's everything? And everybody in Kansas City or wherever they are, they go, yeah, right. So the Jethro Tull guy goes, hey, how's everybody doing tonight? And everybody goes, yeah. And I was like, actually, it has not been a very good couple of days for me. Been a little bit not sleeping great. If I'm going to be totally honest with you, like I tried to answer.
He didn't respond.
No, I got drowned out by everybody else going, yeah. So.
You know what? That's interesting though. I remember working like in a corporate environment, and you see people maybe once a week and they're like, oh, hey, how's it going? And you're like, oh, good. Yeah, fine, whatever. Do you ever tell people like how it's going? Like if you're really asked, do you ever say, it is just not good?
Here's another thing that was weird, and now we're still in the basement, if you will, doing the show, right? Someday we'll be back, and we work from home anyway, so we're not really the right people to sort of talk about this. But when you were in an office environment, though, like in with the same sort of group of people you'd see every day, so you'd see someone in the morning, and you say, hey, good morning, Joe, or good morning, Mary, whatever you'd say to that person, or hello, whatever the greeting would be.
Right.
How many times, if you see that person then 4 more times during the day, you obligated to continue to greet them? Do you have to continue to say hello or wave or high five? I mean, how many times in a day do you have to say hello to the same person? I guess is my question.
No, I think if it were me, I think I would just do like the nod, like, like you at least acknowledge them.
I would feel like going back to that environment would be exhausting for lots of reasons. And that's just one of them. I could probably think of 100 more reasons why, like, being around like in an office full of people all day, every day would be really, really daunting at this point.
I think I would feel drained. Absolutely. After all of this. Yeah. I think it would be a little bit exhausting. I agree. So no, you know what? It's funny. You're like, it's like, how you doing? You know what? Today I have been crying, and I'm not a crier. I am just like, we talked about senior year before, but like I am realizing I need to get a new identity for myself when these kids go away to college, because this morning I got a video back from Carly's bowling, and it's like we're trying to figure out music to put to it. It's for a recruitment video for bowling, okay? But it's like all the best highlights. And have you seen The Greatest Showman? Have you seen that movie?
Wind Beneath My Wings, maybe, but
oh gosh, no, I will. No, but it was like that song.
I have seen that movie under protest, but yes.
Okay, that song, This Is Me, set to a video of my daughter bowling. And it, of course, the song builds up, and I'm like, oh my God, so it was awful. It was awful. So I can't think of that. I mean, it's just work.
Okay, well.
So, hey, I do have some things I've been reading I wanted to share with you. So did you hear that the rumor is Facebook is going to be changing the name of their company?
I did see a story on that on the news.
What is going on? What's happening?
I don't know much about Facebook because I am not on Facebook any longer. I mean, I'm aware of it, of course, right? How can you not be? But I knew that the thing that I saw was something to do with this concept they're floating called the metaverse. Have you seen
the metaverse? That's right.
That seems really awful and kind of dystopic, and just seems like an awful idea.
That was my reaction. And I guess they're not trying to change the name of the app necessarily, but just of the overall company. And so it was funny because on Twitter, of course, everybody starts renaming the brand.
Oh, okay.
And someone, I don't know if you remember the ship that had done this, but like in England or something, they were trying to name a ship. And so someone had said, name it Facey McBookface.
Oh, yeah. I
Wasn't
remember
there a
that.
boat where it was like Bodie McBoatface or something?
Yeah,
Was
there was
what
a
they all
boat.
voted
There
to
was a
name the boat?
snowplow. Some city bought a new snowplow for the snowplow fleet, and it became like Plowy McSnowplowy,
McPlow,
or I
yeah,
forget. Yeah,
something, right? So anyway,
that joke's getting a little old, but yeah.
it is, I know, but they were still tweeting about it. And the other thing I was going to ask you is, have you been watching Squid Game?
So I have
On
watched
Netflix?
it, yeah. So I'm usually not one to jump on the kind of viral TV show deal,
Yeah,
but someone talked me into watching like one episode, and it was pretty good. Like it was pretty crazy and interesting. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do this. And they're only 8 or 9 maybe, so
I
they're
think
not
so. Yeah.
super long. So yeah, I was able to plow through them in about a week. I did watch it.
Really? So you've watched
Yeah.
the whole thing. Okay, so don't tell me, but like I'll just say this, if anyone's not watching it, gosh, you got to watch it. It's like amazing and horrifying and amazing and horrifying like all in one. But I'm on the episode about the tug of war and I will not give anything away, but oh my gosh, I just feel like I learned so much from that show about people and about things. And so yeah, Squid
Yeah,
Game, that's like where to
it is weird when like the
yeah,
most popular entertainment program, at least in America, maybe the whole world right now, is
the whole world.
so incredibly violent and bloody. Like I mean, that's not really giving anything away, but it's shocking, right? And after a while, and I think that maybe that's part of the message maybe that they're trying to tell, but you sort of get desensitized to it a
A
few
little.
episodes in. I don't remember what number episode the one you're talking about was, but
It's the
you
end of
get to
4, I
the
think.
end of it, and
Yeah.
you're just like, oh yeah, another guy just died in a bloody horrible death. But
Yeah.
Trish, I have a quick one I wanted to just run by you, kind
Okay.
of a labor market worky thing, but I
All
thought this
right.
was a really interesting story, and you may have seen this because the story I read said this little exercise went viral, quote unquote, whatever that means today. I don't know. So a person in Florida, Trish, decided to test this no one wants to work kind of thing that lots of small business owners have complained about publicly, right? Restaurants,
Right.
retail, other kinds of service industry jobs, frontline jobs, et cetera, like can't find workers, right? Stores are
Sure.
closing, restaurants have to shut down, reduce service, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. No one wants to work, right? So this guy decided to test this. A person in Florida sent out 60 job applications, 2 per day, every day to the month in the month of September, right? In his local area. And he specifically targeted all jobs he was qualified for, no jobs that required a college degree. So it's like service jobs, retail jobs, those kinds of
Oh,
jobs.
okay.
Sent out 60 applications in a month. Again, qualified for all of them. And even specifically targeted some of the businesses that were very vocal in this like Facebook group he found that no one complaining about, no one wants to work. So here's what happened in 60 job applications. I'll like to quiz you on these type of things, Trish. Guess how many interviews he landed?
I'm going to say 15 out of 60, which I
He
feel
got
is really
one
What?
interview.
What?
In the 60 applications he sent out, 44 of them heard nothing back at all. No contact whatsoever. No email, no phone call, no nothing. 44. That's about 75%. He got email replies from 12, some sort of a reply or an acknowledgement. He
Yeah.
got 3 phone calls.
Okay.
And he got 1 interview. How about that?
And these
Now,
are all
again,
jobs
that's
he's
a small
for.
experiment. It's just
Right.
60 applications. It's not necessarily indicative of anything, but come on. No one wants to
I
work.
can tell you, I know someone who is actively and aggressively applying for things for the last few months, college educated, lots of experience, getting 0 calls. Or what they get is like really not what you would, like way below what their skill level is. So yeah, it's frustrating. We hear that they want to hire, but I don't
Yeah, I
know.
thought that was super interesting.
I feel like I would want to actually go and talk to every single company that didn't respond, or
Yeah,
that and be like, really?
The article I read didn't give any specific details about specific places where he applied, I guess, for privacy purposes, et cetera. But yeah, I thought it was super interesting. Really, really good story. Trish, last thing for me.
Okay.
You have any old concert T-shirts in the drawer or in a box somewhere?
Do I? What?
Don't discard them. Take a look at them,
Never.
Trish.
Never.
Recently, Trish, a vintage Grateful Dead t-shirt from 1967 broke the record at auction. Sold for $17,640.
What?
A Grateful Dead t-shirt from 1967. So,
oh my goodness.
Check your boxes, your drawers, your armoires, or wherever you keep your things.
My daughter has taken all of mine, I think, at this point. Every great concert, because there's always. Do you ever feel like there's been a time where
I bought a Jethro Tull shirt at that concert I went to.
Did you?
I sure did.
Look at you. No, didn't your son go through this, like, when they're in high school, especially, even maybe junior high, where they'll have, like, decade day or something, they have to dress up like the 1990s
I don't remember.
or something, and yeah, Carly's taken, like, all of my stuff, like, if it's 80s, like, late 80s, early 90s stuff, she'll take all my concert shirts, and yeah. The other day, they had 90s day for homecoming week, and she was looking at pictures of me, and we used to wear, like, concert shirts and, like, men's boxers as shorts, like, that was just what we did. I don't know, it was a 90s thing. Yeah, she went out and bought all this stuff. Yeah, she had, like, an Ice Cube t-shirt, like, Boys in the Hood, the whole thing, right? And she comes home from school, and she's like, "Oh my god, this is so comfortable. I'm gonna dress like the 90s every day." I'm like, living the dream there, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, wait a minute, our friend Tom Horn is chiming in. There you go. Hey, Tom.
Grateful Dead gear. Yeah, you got to check it out.
I know. Who knew? Now we know.
Now we all know.
All right. Now we all know. Thanks for taking a work break with me, Steve Bose. Thanks for listening in, Tom Horn and all our friends. And we will see you back here on Friday. I'm going to try and get it together and not cry. Friday, I'm just going to warn everyone, it's senior night.
Check out our new podcast I posted this week with Amanda Hahn from HireView on neurodiversity, another neurodiversity show, which I thought was really good. So check it out.
You know what? I'm glad you mentioned Amanda Hahn, because not only is it our friends at HireView who were really doing a lot with their customers on accessibility, but also she has a very personal story which she shares, which I think will just kind of bring it home for everyone. So please listen to that episode.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. That's all for now, and we will see you back here on Friday. Have a good rest of your day, everyone.